Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So if you're new here and you like what you see, please help me out and like and subscribe, share, yada yada, you know the drill. So I put out my spoiler-free review before this, so this is more of a continuation of that review rather than its own review. Yeah, this is more just my general thoughts because I feel like I've covered all the major points, you know, like cinematography, acting, all in that review. So the first thing with this movie is my first complaint, because yes, there was a lot of complaints. I really wanted to like this, okay? I'm a huge Nolan fan, like I said in my other review. I love The Dark Knight, I loved Inception. I think Christopher Nolan is an amazing director, but this just didn't do it for me. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm always gonna be honest in my reviews. I'm not going to say things just because other people all love a movie. I didn't like it. I was bored in the 2.5-hour runtime. I felt myself dozing, well, not dozing off, but, you know, like spacing out a lot. I think that might have had a bit to do with the fact that the plot got a little bit too much with the physics, time travel talk at times. And it's like, hey, I wasn't doing very well at science in high school, okay? This is all just going over my head. Like I understood the main plot, you know, time inversion, trying to stop the war, all of that, I get that. But like the small talk that the characters are having, that was sort of just going over my head. Anyway, does anybody else have that problem or is it just me? So the characters, I felt like I didn't know the characters. Like we get a backstory of Elizabeth Debicki's character with her domestic abuse storyline. We get to know her character, but I don't feel like we got to know the lead character and Robert Pattinson's character too much. So I felt like that may have been part of my problem because I didn't feel a connection to them, so I didn't really feel that invested in what they were doing. I don't know, but Elizabeth Debicki's character, we did see her situation explored a lot. But on the other hand, even though I just said that I wanted them to explore the characters, that whole storyline with her husband, I think he was an arms dealer, you know, he's a bad guy. And he treats her horribly and he's basically blackmailing her to stay in that marriage for her son. Otherwise, if she leaves, she can't see her son at all. And it just felt a little like it was meant to be in like some sort of Lifetime movie. It just felt like that storyline didn't really fit with the whole overall plot of the movie. And going into that, so the ratings, apparently the ratings for this, they got a little bit of drama over that. They had to edit a few scenes, like when I forget his character's name. I forget all the characters' names. Let's call her Blonde Girl. When the blonde girl's bad guy husband was beating her up, you can see him go to kick her in the stomach and then it quickly cuts before his foot can impact on her. And that was done because that scene was deemed as troubling for the rating system. And I noticed that in a few other scenes where the violence was cut in a way that made it very obvious that they went in and edited it. And I just felt like they should have just kept that higher rating. Like maybe it wouldn't have made it as accessible to everybody, but it would have made a stronger movie in general if they had just upped the violence a little bit. You know, not that you need blood and violence to make a good movie, of course not, but still, it felt like it was trying too hard to keep the violence low in scenes that for a war movie needed the violence. So yeah, Michael Caine is in this movie, and if you were a Nolan fan, you know that he's in basically all of Nolan's movies. He'll always be Alfred to me from The Dark Knight. But in this one, he plays a British intelligence officer. So different character from his role in Inception. So in Inception, he was playing Leonardo DiCaprio's character Cobb's father. And so I thought going into this that that would link the two movies together and it would turn out that they were in like the same universe. But I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen, I don't think that is the case. I think they are just separate movies. But yeah, like it's not a bad movie, don't get me wrong. It's not horrible. It's still one I would encourage people to go see. But just for me personally, I just didn't enjoy it. And I really wanted to enjoy it. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. I'd really like to know your thoughts. And yeah, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10 if I'm being honest.